Alright guys, so I've done a little bit of work behind the scenes because my batteries keep dying on this. I've got some batteries coming in, but let me just show you kind of what I've already done on this other one that I haven't started yet. All right, guys, now that we got this all cleaned up, we've got this brake bracket that needs to get mounted to the axle here. So I know you would think that they go like this, but obviously, like, we don't line the holes up. What I found out was that that we should be mounting it at basically a 45-degree angle like this. So we're gonna clean these bolts off. You see how nasty these bolts are. We're gonna go over here to the grind to put these on, and oh man, I'm tired. I can't talk right now. We're going to put them on the doohickey over there, and I'm going to sand these off with the wire brush. So let's get going. Okay, so now we're going to just like clean these up a little bit here. Just kind of like one at a time. I'm going to mount these down. Just a little bit. We're gonna clean them up.
And a sexy body full of tats. Baby's bad, oh baby's hella bad. After her there ain't no coming back. Wanna take a run at that. I think she's feeling me. Turn it up a few degrees. My imagination of her body gets the best of me. Oh gosh, she's such a tease. Bitten lips, bruised knees. I'm addicted to her, need her touching me. Cause she got...
Oh my god, bro. Oh hell no, man. What the man? Get your on, boy.
Alright guys, so I've done a little bit of work behind the scenes because my batteries keep dying on this. I've got some batteries coming in, but let me just show you kind of what I've already done on this other one that I haven't started yet. So once I took this piece off here, the drum, I basically beat these bolts out, threw them away because I have different bolts for them now. And then I cleaned up this part here. This part comes separate off of this drum, and you're supposed to attach the disc brake to this piece. So I basically ground down and cleaned up that big hub thing as best I could. And then I took it with the new bearings and I went to a diesel mechanic shop. It was actually difficult to find a mechanic shop nowadays that has a bearing pusher and they can do it. It's like a 5-minute job, 10-minute job at max, and nobody seemed to have it. So I went to a diesel mechanic finally after going to a couple of different places, and they did it for me, and they did it for free. You know, they're just like, oh, it took 10 minutes, we're not going to charge you for it. And I'm like, okay. So that's where I'm at. I've got this piece, and the next step is to hammer in the disc brake itself. Now, normally you would use a press, which I don't have, but we are not going to use a press. We are just going to beat it in with a hammer, which is also a method for doing it, so I'll show you guys that. But before I get started with that, I am going to reinstall this other bracket, and I'm going to show you that here. I cleaned up the old bolts and reinstalled it, and then I realized that new bolts came with the kit, so I'm actually going to be installing it with the new bolts. So give me a second here, and then I'll show you that, and we'll just go ahead and install it real quick. Mount this thing. You see that? Yeah, there we go. You can see it's right there. So probably should have painted this, but I just kind of want to get this project done. Painting it would have made it look a lot nicer, but I've got so many other things to do. Pressed on there really good. I don't want to move that. I'm just going to put the new bolts on. I did a good job of lining this thing up. You see it's not straight up and down, it's at an angle, and this is kind of what other people were doing online, and I kind of just want to go with what kind of everybody has been doing. I know there was one video where it was straight back. I didn't quite like the way it was set up, so there's not a lot of information on this, so I'm just going to go with this route. And I think with this one, we should be good. That old piece of metal, man, I must have just like torqued it down. I don't remember torquing it that hard. Okay, I'm not actually putting a whole lot of pressure on this. Starting to feel like a lot of pressure. I don't want to cross thread this on accident. Those two look good. It's really easy to cross thread these, and then that would be like a bad day, because then I'd have to get helicoil, drill this out, put a helicoil in, and then after I retapped it, and I just really don't want to risk that. I think that's when it starts grabbing and biting that, so. What I could do is I could probably tape up all this stuff here and then paint it now, even if it's attached. I don't have to paint each individual part and then put it on, but I don't know. It's like a lot of extra work, and I just don't have the time. This isn't a project I can take a lot of time on. Like I gotta get this out of here.
You can't see, knew it from the start. You had problems with me and the things I could be. I just wish I had seen. I feel this pain, you already know. Turn that to gains, let my money show. I've got these things that I can't let go. Watch me turn this life into something that you can never own. I feel this pain, you already know. Turn that to gains, let my money show. I've got these things that I can't let go. Watch me turn this life into something that you can never own. So fight and die for the things you know you love. Do what you think is right and see life do what you want.
Okay, so the next part of this, because I got this all tight. It's nice and tight, not going anywhere for sure. So the next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna pound these bolts into the brake caliper and the bearing housing for this hub. I'm gonna try to figure out how we're gonna do that, and I'll get back to you. Okay, so I got this set up over here, and what I have is I got the hub right there with the bearing housing, and I got the brake. I got my bolts. These are my bolts. They're the longer bolts. They come with the kit. And we're just gonna put these all in place here. And then what we do is we just hammer them in. Now you can press these in, which is probably better, but there's nothing to say that we can't just like tap these in ourselves. And they should be just as secure. So I've got this old bolt and I got a hammer. This bolt here is just, I'm gonna use it as a punch, right? So I'm just not like beating into here. And I don't really need this. This came with a different kit for a, to mount a compressor inside the engine bay for a 454, but I used a different bolt. I didn't use this one. So this is gonna come in handy. And so this is it. That's all I'm gonna do. I'm gonna hammer these in.
Sometimes I get so mad, there's no controlling me. My thoughts get so bad, I'm like, I might grab a bat, I don't know. My wrath, my blood boils over like, oh God, here goes. I lost all feeling.
And they're getting close. I feel like this one's already seated. So I'm just being a little bit careful here because I've never done this.
Something needs change, 'cause I know you got me fucked up. Let me show you what's up, 'cause enough is enough. I'll take a face full of pavement just to make a statement. I know there's no turning back. Oh God, adrenaline wasted, so mad I can taste it. I know there's no turning back. I'll do what it takes, I ain't making mistakes like that. I'll play it on your face just to make you go take it back. I'll lose my shit, I go crazy when I'm mad. And now you go wish you would shut the fuck up real bad. And now that I'm gone, yeah, I know there's no turning back. And now that I'm gone, yeah, I know there's no turning back. I don't fucking take smoke, I'ma poke a hole through you, choking's overdue. Come at me and you won't get any older, dude. Crack your holder too. Heating up inside of me, blood so violently. Thanks for trying me. Now it's finally time to see how this rivalry becomes a dynasty.
Easy. Easy. All right. Now, get this mounted in there. There's a lot of work from here. But you see, I got this all cleaned up. You know, I could have painted it, I guess. But you know, maybe I'll paint the top of this black. Once I get everything mounted in, get it all back in there. If you guys are ever trying to do this conversion yourself on a 14 volt, anyway, so now what we need to do, so we need to add some differential fluid inside the bearing housing, and then we're going to slide this on. I don't think I've gotten any packages yet. I'll have to check the tracking number. I'm still waiting on some new bolts and special washers for the mounting of this, but basically this side's almost done. Almost done. This was all the hard part. The rest of it's just attaching cables and brake lines. Maybe that's harder. I don't know. We'll see. Yeah, let's get going. So we have our assembly. It feels loose, but once I tighten these bolts up, I think it'll be fine. I mean, I hammered the crap out of these. Hammered the shite out of them. Those bearings feel so much better. These bearings are nice. The last ones, I'll show you guys a video of those here in a second, are really nice. Now this hub here, or this piece here that goes over this is different than the other one, but it came with the kit, and I'm assuming they know what they're doing, and I don't. So we're gonna mount that on there just as it is. It should seal up around here, no problem. And then we shouldn't get any leaks, especially when the other side, the nuts are locked down, right? So the nuts are going to lock down. Sorry, it's really heavy on my leg. The nuts are going to lock down here onto this bearing here, which is also going to put pressure on the rear bearing here on the back. And so together with the clamping force, they are going to be one piece, right? And that's how it's going to make that seal there. And we just need to get some more some grease in there. So, or sorry, not grease, but so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to set that right there. I'm not going to pull this entire assembly in there yet because I still need to get some differential fluid in there. Technically, when you put the nuts on and we put the shaft all the way back in and we bolt this down, the differential fluid in here actually leaks into this housing cavity when this tire is lower than the back tire. So like if it's angled like this, where you get the back tire high and this tire low, the differential fluid will come into here, lubricate all of these bearings in this bearing housing, and then vice versa. Like if the right tire is lower than the left tire, the fluid will drain into the other housing and lubricate these bearings. So what I'm gonna do is, I just put it on there for now because it's heavy. I'm gonna go get the differential fluid. I'm gonna pull it out just a little bit, spray some differential fluid in there, and then we're gonna rotate it around and hopefully get as much in there as possible. The other thing I'd like to point out is make sure that everything inside this housing is clean. There should be no dirt, no grime, no debris, no nothing inside this bearing housing. If you get it in there, you're gonna wear them out and quick. So you can see here, they spin good. When we get oil, they'll spin a little bit better. Yeah, we're gonna do that. All right, guys. So the oil that I am using here, sorry, I'm just gonna readjust this camera. The oil that I'm using here is a full synthetic 75W 140 gear oil. Okay, so this is recommended if you're going to be doing like heavy use on it with heavy weight, or these bearings are going to get really hot. Okay, I think the other one calls for 75W 70, which is like the half of this, I guess. This has got a little bit more viscosity to it than the other one. And so I think I would just much rather have this. Now this differential in particular calls out for, I believe, 3.6 liters. And if you know the difference between liters and gallons, that is almost 1 gallon inside this differential. Now, if you remember in the beginning, when we opened this up, we hardly got any fluid out. So it's good that we're redoing all of these things. I am getting new seals in. I do have some liquid gasket I'm going to put on before we seal this completely up. And we're going to make sure that this does not leak ever again. And if you notice, this one was really dry. So it's probably not likely that this one was leaking. But the other one on the other side, when we get to it, you'll see how wet it is. And it's likely that it is leaking over there slightly. And it's probably not a lot, but it is enough that over time that this will become a problem. So luckily we're doing this change. Now, I am going to drain the rest of the diff fluid from the pumpkin back there. I haven't done it yet because I've been working on this, and I'm going to wait until I get done with all that because I do have a gallon that we're going to use. So we have a gallon plus this 1 liter. So I'm going to try to put probably half in here because we're going to lose a little bit, you know. Half of this bottle into this hub housing, half in the other one. And then we're going to spin them, make sure that they're lubricated, and then I'm going to seal them up. And once I seal them up, that fluid over time will drain out, go back down to the pumpkin, and when we drain that, we can make sure that that level is 3.6 liters. Does that make sense? And so I mean, because it's going to be a few days, and it's going to have plenty of time to drain out, and we will get the proper amount in these differentials. And if we have a little bit more, who cares? It's not that big of a deal. Not in my opinion, anyway. Okay, so let's get going with this. Keep in mind, I am no expert. I am just an engineer, and I do things that make sense. If it makes sense, I just do it, right? Okay. I do not have a knife or a razor blade. Don't know where it went. Very frustrating. I'll be right back. All right, so it just occurred to me that I did not put Loctite on these back nuts. And we're gonna do this right. Sometimes, in order to finish something, you gotta go backwards to go forwards. Now, I don't know who said that. I could just be making it up. Alright, now I don't recommend doing this 3 separate times like I'm doing. This would be the 3rd time. The first time was I put old bolts back on, found out I had new bolts, put these new bolts on, now I'm taking it off for Loctite. So, just, you know, go through your checks. Like I said, I'm no expert, so I am learning as I go. I'm doing my best. And hopefully you guys can appreciate that. I am not a master at everything. I know some things, and now, no one's told me how to do any of this, by the way. I know that there's a blue and a red Loctite, but I mean, I don't plan on taking this off, you know, ever, unless it's to redo the entire body, frame, and axles for like paint and stuff. And when that happens, they're gonna sandblast all this, get all these off and redo them. So yeah, I'm just gonna use red, which is the stronger version and higher heat resistant.
I don't really know what comes next, I'm just doing.
And you probably hear my son in there crying.
Everything feels like a test that I fail, so depressed when I can't seem to get out. But something deep inside won't let me quit. I swear that I'm inspired by all this shit. Tell me that I can and I won't, that's what guides me.
Okay, so look at this. So I don't know if you can see that, but there's a different color at the edge here than there is on the bottom. This is kind of gold looking, and then this is kind of silver looking up here, and I think it's a coating. I don't know a whole lot about it, but if you know, put it down in the comments. I'm just curious from an engineering perspective, right? So, all right, let's get these on. All right, so here, so I'm just gonna put like a line of it because it's gonna go around. Probably plenty, probably way more than I need actually. There's one. Here's two. Very exciting putting Loctite on, I do admit, but you know, if you guys have never seen it, now you're seeing it, and I hope that that has helped. Now, I don't know how long it takes to dry. If you know, put it down in the comments for everybody to know, and you know, for me too. I think it doesn't say on the bottle, But this is the stuff I'm using, Thread Lock Red High Temp, because this is a hub, you know, this is a bearing housing, so it is going to get hotter than other areas of the truck.
They call me a god. 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 Let's go. I'm about to go off like a weapon. Fuel to the top, got a filled up engine. In my thoughts, obsession, I will not stop, no, I'm never second guessing. I got a God complex, haters love to hate, but I never feel pressed. Got a lot on my plate, but I never get stressed. I'll take all the pressure like I'm acing this test.
This is the last one. Okay, now let's hope we don't strip these threads. I'm really worried about it because it's my third time doing it. Every time increases the chances of that happening, so I'm gonna obviously not use any power tools. Call me a god. Call me a god. Call me a god. Call me a god. I don't know how to stop. I just go till I drop. Whether it's working or shots. Now I couldn't find what these needed to be torqued at, but they do have lock washers, and they do have that thermal, this thread locker. So we got a locking washer and thread locker. Should be good. Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when all right, so one of the things I got to do here is I got to put fluid in, like we were talking about before. What you didn't see on camera is I hammered these bolts in just a little bit more because it seemed like it was loose. So definitely not loose anymore. The other thing is to keep in mind that there's a seal on the back of here. So what I can do is put some oil in here. Oh, this probably is not open. Thank you. My FedEx guy. Yeah, see the cap wasn't off of here. Anyway, so this is sealed up right here on the back end. So I can put a little bit and then I can spin it and then I'll lubricate the rest of these, right? So what I'm gonna do is make sure that everything's good, and then I'm gonna squirt some of this in here now that it's open. All right. Woo, it's getting on me. That's not what I meant to do. There we go. So I can spin these bearings now and get some of that oil in there. I can see it like leaching inside of it. You'll be able to see it too once you do it. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and get started on this side here, and we got to take this this off first. So I'm gonna get this. You can see how wet it is. So I'm pretty sure this is leaking anyway. I don't know from where, or if it was the brake line or whatever, but I'm pretty sure it's the hub because we're missing some differential fluid. And you'll see when I open this up, we'll see how much comes out. I'm gonna use a breaker bar. Because I don't know if you remember from last time, but good golly, man, did I have a hard time with getting these things off. Is that better? Wonder if that's even better. All right, it's not as tall as I'd like, but let's go ahead and get this thing started. So I know I had to use the breaker bar last time, so apologize if this gets in your way a little bit, but oh wow, probably because these bolts are nice and lubricated.
Meow.
Nope. Okay, there we go. That one's loose. That one's loose. That one's loose. These are a lot easier than the last one. A lot easier. Holy cow. I think these are supposed to be 150 foot-pounds. Or maybe it's the locking nut on the inside. Well, there we go, people. See, and this is what I was worried about. Like, this was not on there tight. I do see some liquid gasket on here, though. That's good. Again. I got some new bolts coming in too, by the way. So I don't have to reuse these, unless the ones I ordered weren't the correct ones. But we'll find out when they come in. You ever heard of like work and talk at the same time? I know a lot of people, they'll do this, you know, they'll start talking and they'll just do this and they won't work. And you know, I like to try to work and talk at the same time. It's a lot more efficient. That one coming off? There we go. So this drum is also extremely dirty, so this is going to be a long night. I got to clean all this off. I'm going to clean all this off, the back end. It's going to be... The last one took me over an hour, maybe longer. I don't know. I was just grinding and grinding and grinding on the last one, and I still didn't get every inch of the like every centimeter of the surface, but I got most of it. I got like 99% of it. Where I couldn't get is like between the bolts back here. I couldn't get that 100%. So, but look at that. Not much oil. Not much oil. Very disappointing. But then again, I also don't know how much those pumpkins hold down there. But there is a fill right here on the side of the pumpkin, so I'm gonna fill it there, I think, and I'll drain it from the bottom. I think there's a bolt at the very, very bottom, but we'll figure that out later at the very end. But yeah, look at that. Look at that. Let me get my gloves on. We can take that off. But this oil looks a little cloudy, but ooh, yeah, probably shouldn't have done that. I'll mess up my splines, but hey, look at that. Splines look okay. They don't look bad. There's definitely some oxidation on them. What you need to do is keep in mind though that this side, the passenger side, the rod is longer than the driver's side. So that was something that I noticed. I think that's probably common sense though, given this setup here. I think they're probably all like that. All right, so the next thing we have to do is look at these. What the all right, pardon my French, but I'm gonna bring you guys over here so you can see this. So I know you can see that. See this nut, or this nut. It's only being held on by one. I just opened this, and these other ones are not engaged. Yeah, that's gonna keep the nut from fully turning, but like we want more contact than that. This, whoever set this up, did not do a very good job. So, boo-hoo on you. Also, I don't know if you noticed, but there was no metal washer here. No metal washer. You're supposed to have liquid gasket, metal washer, liquid gasket, hub shaft, and bolt it on. And I'd be willing to bet when we take this off, this nut, because there's two nuts. There's this, that little spline washer, and then there's another nut behind it, and then there's supposed to be another spacer. There's supposed to be another washer that fits in these grooves here. So there's a groove right there. It's supposed to slide in there. The other side didn't have one. I'm assuming this one also doesn't have one. So let's get to figuring this out. And it's probably because it's such a pain in the ass to figure out like all the parts and stuff. As you can see, we can turn this all we want now. Like it's not being locked in by the differential. But it's definitely not coming out, right? The other thing I'd like to point out too is see this lock? It's like a writing on there. And there's like metal shavings. I don't know if you can see that. Oh, that's not a metal shaving, it's a gasket. It's part of the gasket. Okay. But it's dirty. Like this is like black. See how black that is? That means there's metal shavings in this. So I'm really going to be interested in seeing the gear or the bearings in here. I bet you they're just tore up. So, and that's coming from the housing. It doesn't necessarily look like it's coming from the shaft area here, but yeah, I mean, maybe. Yeah, definitely dirty. It's also dirty in here, and there's debris. Wow, see that debris? I know I didn't introduce that, but we're gonna clean all that up. I don't wanna touch this because I don't wanna get more stuff off, but we are gonna take this nut off now. So let me go ahead and get a flathead. So before we use this, which is the tool, I don't know if you remember, but I did get the wrong tool and I had to go back to the auto store and get the correct one. Luckily they had it. I mean, what are the chances? You see these right here? These just fold down. If I can get this. See that? It's kind of like a softer metal. See how I folded it down? Same thing goes for these over here. Okay, that's probably good enough. All right, so now we got to get our super secret, super fancy nut extractor for the hub, for a GM hub. Just got right here, it fits right here. And I'll let you guys see this. Hopefully that is not too close. Just move you guys over here. See how tight this was. We'll see when I take this off how tight it was. This is not tight. It wasn't tight. I don't know if you saw that, but this came right off. This is just shame on whoever fucking did this. Just gonna grab this. Oh, almost had it. Look at this. This tab is like almost broken off in there. That would have been fucking devastating to these bearings. But you see this, guys? Like, you see that? How the metal's torn? The bearing is right in here. That could have easily gotten there. And as a matter of fact, it looks like there's metal shavings in here. So I'm gonna show you that. Can you see that right in there? Hopefully you can see that.
Huh?
And there's some on this side too. Just kind of like in that area back there. Oh, look at the bearing. Holy cow, look at the bearing. I didn't even notice that. Look at that bearing. The bearing is screwed. Look at that. Holy frick. Oh, wow. I have the best life.
Brother, what's that?
Okay.
What's that, brother?
You can hear my son screaming. He's not very happy right now. Okay. Being said, we're gonna get you back over here. We're still recording. All right. Enough of the excitement. We're gonna take a look at this as soon as we take it out. Like, I gotta take this nut out first, though. Oh my God, this is ridiculous. These nuts are supposed to be like in there. They were literally just hand tight. Wow. Just wow. You can really see it now. See that in there? Like, I hope this is like a good visual example of like a really bad bearing. You see that? Oh, there's a washer in here. In this one, there wasn't in the last one. Very surprised this had one. I've already ordered new ones, just because I assumed this did not have one, but I'm wrong. Either way, it still was not put together properly. So I'm just gonna slide this out. Okay. So this is the washer that's supposed to come out that was not in the other one. So we had an incorrect assembly on both sides so far. This one didn't have a gasket, and the nuts weren't tightened down and torqued correctly, and the bearing was messed up. It's damaged, which I don't know how it got damaged, but you can see that this is damaged. It's likely, look at this guy. Yeah, that's how it happened. So if you see here, right here, they're supposed to have lips on them. So there's 4 that don't. 1, 2, 3, or 3. There's supposed to be 3. So 3 of them do not have lips on them. But this guy is missing. And this guy was almost missing. This one, it's broken. This, I'm assuming, it broke inside here and got caught up into the bearings and just shredded it. So there's a high chance I may have to replace this, depending on how bad the damage is. And I won't know until we pull this out and clean it up. I really hope I don't have to replace that. That's going to be expensive. Well, maybe not that expensive, but it's more money than I wanted to spend, you know? Okay, so here we go. Let's pull it out and see how that does. So this is a heavy the heavy part. So I got to slide this out and pick it up at the same time, so I don't damage the threads, which they didn't seem to be damaged because I did remove those nuts pretty easily. But we'll see what happens. And hopefully I can just pick this up. Wow. Jeez. This is insane. I mean, no wonder it was leaking, right? I mean, clearly it was leaking. But is this damaged? And I hope it's not. Don't think so. It's probably okay. Unless, I don't know, I'll have to go back through the videos and check. Remember to go back through the video and check this radius against the other one, because I've already got the other side on. Golly, I hope it's fine. I mean, we'll find out. But you can see that there's a bunch of oil and dirt caked up in here. This is going to be a pain in the butt, again, to get this. So this is the parking brake right here. Probably can't see it from where you were. There's a parking brake right here. I've got to pull the spring back and pull the cable forward and lift it up over that ledge to get that out. And then there are 2 bolts, and then I can pull that out. And then there's a brake line on the back side back here that I've also got to take off. So I'm going to try to get that done. But I think first I'm going to probably hammer these bolts out of this housing and inspect the housing itself and see kind of what we're working with and seeing if we can salvage this. We're really not going to know until we pull the bearings out of this, for sure. And I won't know that until Monday. It's Saturday right now. So let's get started, because I missed this on the video last time. So I'm going to show you that, show you all that this time. So you just take this thing, put it on the ground there. Hopefully you can see that. Again, I'm not using this bolt, so I don't want you to think I'm using this bolt at all. I'm just using it for this project.
I got nightmares in my head, I fear that the thoughts build up until I can't hear, that my mind fills up into a creature, and it haunts me somewhere much deeper. Anxiety filling up every space.
It's dangerous to do it the way I just did it, because I don't want to hit this lip.
Build and build until you finally see, whoa, it's taking over, damn, no closure, moving closer. No exposure, I just wanna be a loner. Some can't stay sober, looking over all their shoulders, like moving boulders just to get out of the home. It sucks, I've had enough, I don't wanna feel the stuck under the rug, all my problems that I shove. I got nightmares in my head, I fear that the thoughts build up until I can't hear, that my mind fills up into a creature.
It's a lot harder than it looks. I've got really bad ligaments and tendons in my hand from an injury.
Thoughts build up until I can't hear, that my mind fills up into a creature, and it haunts me somewhere much deeper. I've been feeling weird, I can't seem to focus good enough, nothing's really clear, sometimes it could be a little tough. I just need to feel like the end's in sight for me, but let's be really real, anxiety can foggy all this stuff. I've been feeling weird, I can't seem to focus good enough, nothing's really clear, sometimes it could be a little tough. I just need to feel like the end's in sight for me, but let's be really real, anxiety can foggy all this stuff. It sucks when you finally feel like giving up. Oh God, no luck, everything feels like you're sticky stuck. I'm lost, handcuffed to the bed where I sleep, don't give a fuck, can't stop, unplug, feeling overwhelmed, I think I've had enough. Gotta find a way to get some energy, gotta find someone who's a good friend of me. I need purpose to make it all worth it, I'm still searching and I'm still learning. I want a life that's filled with memories, not a life with regret and frenemies. I need focus to keep me from hopeless psychosis if I keep moping. I got nightmares in my head, I fear that the thoughts build up until I can't hear, that my mind fills up into a creature, and it haunts me somewhere much deeper. I got nightmares in my head, I fear that the thoughts build up until I can't hear, that my mind fills up into a creature, and it haunts me somewhere much deeper. I've been feeling weird, I can't seem to focus good enough. Nothing's really clear, sometimes it could be a little tough. I just need to feel like the end's in sight for me, but let's be really real, anxiety can foggy all this stuff. I've been feeling weird.
Alright, here we go. So, where my battery goes in, pretty close. I just wanted to get a close-up of this, so you can see. There's the bearing. You see, I mean, it's damaged. There's a piece of metal like right there, I think. You can see it. There's a gouge there. There's a gouge there. There's a piece of metal right there. I mean, look at this thing. I mean, it's not good. This is tore up, and I don't even know what the other one looks like, but look at that. Yeah, that creates some wear. I'm surprised it's still spinning. There's the other one. Oh, that doesn't even want to spin. Good thing we're replacing. Wow. Oh, there we go. I got it to spin. We're gonna pop these off Monday and figure out exactly what went wrong. I guarantee you that little tab fell in here and just got ate up, and you don't see it anymore because it's a softer metal, so probably just ground in there.
I don't give a fuck what you say. Yeah, I'ma do shit my way, so you can go kick rocks. I'ma stack bricks up, build what I want to make. Yo, I got a lot of shit to say, so I'ma do this every day. I'll be writing things until I'm fucking buried in my grave. 6 feet deep under, but my body won't decay, cause my messages are timeless, so they'll put them on display. Oh yeah, I rap with a certainty, I have a sense of urgency, a message for eternity, for everyone internally. I had some people burning me, but now they fucking learn to see I ain't the one to fuck with. Now they looking nervously, and I don't really.
Okay, I didn't know that was on. But I think what I'm going to try to do is I'm going to try to clean in here, stuff that so no debris gets in there, and then I'm going to mess with this because there's so much debris in here. I definitely don't want it in a differential. So,
I don't give a fuck what you say. Yeah, I'ma do shit my way.
Kind of gross. Now, so what I do, I like to ball it up, put it in the next one, and then ball that one up, and I'll just keep going until I get enough. I think 4 might be enough. I want it a little bit tight, you know.
Coming out with a statement. You really changed, man. All your music and arrangement. You don't know shit. Shut your mouth. You can save it. I'm the same dude that got his come up from the basement. 100 songs, 100 weeks didn't change it. Experiments, development, intelligence, and patience. I'll do it all again, cause I never feel complacent. Let's keep the good vibes. Positivity's contagious. I'm never looking back, cause I made a life that's passionate. A college graduate suppressing all his talents, yeah. He found a way to go and change, become an advocate for taking control of your life. Go out and battle, and you think you have a dream, then act on it. Get after it, get out your head and fucking capture it. You got one life to master it. Don't give up on your future. We all start losers. We're all late bloomers. Gotta start through the sewer. I don't give a fuck what you say. Yeah, I'ma do shit my way, so you can go kick rocks. I'ma stack bricks up, build what I want to make. Cause I don't give a fuck what you say. Yeah, I'ma do shit my way, so you can go kick rocks. I'ma stack bricks up, build what I want to make. Yeah, I'ma do it my way.
access back here, so that's good. All right, so if you guys don't know what I'm doing here, I'm trying to take this parking brake off right here. Some brake cleaner in here and spray it a little bit maybe. See this? I gotta get this off in one piece. God. It's like I got really close that time. I'm not gonna lie, this has gone a lot faster than the last time that I did this. So that was the hardest part of this whole thing, in my opinion. The rest of this shouldn't be so bad. I just got 2 bolts back here I got to take off.
I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed. Born a rock star in this life, gonna live it up on the attack. Baby, I'm bad, I just wanna get caught up in this life. I'm crazy, I'm mad, doing no cap. Only God wants you, better go live it up. Cash in the bag, stadium packed. Baby, I'm bad,
Yeah.
baby, I'm bad.
I just wanna stay bad, stay mad, chip on my shoulder cause they treat me like an outcast. I ain't gonna take that, stay back, I'll be swinging hard till the hits come in all caps. I ain't gonna lay back, pray that someone's gonna help me, ain't nobody like that. I ain't gonna wait, that's all fact, give me one shot and I'll never get the throne back. I'm sick of being cautious, I'ma go cause something, can't stop this. I'ma steal everybody's lane, call it shoplift. Sick of hearing everyone complain when they thoughtless. Taste the pain, it's like candy canes. It makes me go change into a better frame, into a better name. Society's insane, we all live for fame, yeah. Cash in the bag, stadium packed. Born a rock star in this life, gonna live it up on the attack.
Okay, so I got these brakes pulled apart. I took off the parking brake. This is the parking brake. And then these 2 bolts I got to take out, pull the rest of the parking brake assembly out is right here. This is a 1/2 inch. Baby, I'm bad, I just wanna get caught up in this life. I'm crazy, I'm mad, do it no cap. Only God wants you, better go live it up. Cash in the bag, stadium packed. Baby, I'm bad, baby, I'm bad. I got cash in the bag, stadium packed. Put a rock star in this life, I'll live it up on the attack. Baby, I'm bad, I just wanna get caught up in this life. I'm crazy, I'm mad, do it no cap. Only God wants you, better go live it up. Cash in the bag, stadium packed. Baby, I'm bad, baby, I'm bad. Stadium packed, put a rock star in this life, I'll live it up on the attack. Baby,
your chance to be ruthless. Hey kid, don't ever let them get inside your head. They'll tell you what to do in life instead of everything you know that you could get. Don't let them guide your life towards regret. I'll fight for what I love with every breath. My past is filled with things I won't forget. I use them all to push me to my best. So treat the worst of times just like a test. If only I could go back in time, I'd tell myself that everything will end up alright. Just push yourself, test yourself, figure out what you like, and find your limits, don't be rigid, always work towards a prime. Surround yourself with open minds, people can change your life. A few friends with intent can help you feel alive. Find a passion, take some action, and with a little time, just be patient, make a statement, try to enjoy your life. They'll try to kick you while you're down. They wanna rise up while you drown. They wanna fill your head with doubt. They're silently scared that you'll figure it out. I'll make it look like I'm losing, won't bother hiding my bruises. And when they finally think you're wounded, then it's your chance to be ruthless. Make some progress, I can see that they compare. I think everyone's against me, maybe something in the air. Am I paranoid? I swear a void is forming and they're scared. I walk a straight path, not many can say that. I like to play fast, cross me and you better pray that.
I'm gonna pick this up, scratch that.
Damn! Look at that!
I live for the fight and the climb. I think that the pain that's deep inside is what defines.
Done. Quite proud of myself. You guys are great.